What's going on, everybody? Non here, and I want to talk a little bit about how I'm treating this reprint um, for booster boxes. So I kind of look at this as it's a little bit of an unknown. I know a lot of the people on YouTube. They mention things that they hear from their area of the market. I think it's important to understand that every distributor is different. Every warehouse for the distributor is different. Um, the demand in each market's different. It's like if it's raining in New York or snowing in New York, that's like saying, "Oh, it must be snowing everywhere in the country." It's not true, not accurate. That being said, I've been told that I'm going to get anywhere from a couple cases of each set to place an order and be prepared to take it all to we don't know yet. We're still going through the process. And everybody has to understand that this is an opportunity that really hasn't happened in a hot market for 3 years, probably, maybe a little bit longer. So the distributors, they don't want to screw this up because it's an opportunity for them to make a bunch of money as well. I've also been told that my cost for boxes is going to be anywhere between $100 and $160. So again, it remains to be seen. And I mentioned before, 100 to 120 is probably where the sweet spot is, because if the boxes sell for 160, the Pokemon company is not going to get what they want, which is these boxes should all be somewhere around MSRP. They're all in print. Nothing is going to rotate out until April of 2026, and that's just SV1 through 4. And quite honestly, the price point is too high for the brand. Um, you know, Investor Bros like it. I'm agnostic because I'm effectively a reseller, if you will. Um, but the ordinary person is going to look at a $250 box and say, "This doesn't make any sense. Why would I buy this?" So that being said, with the unknown in the market, I don't think it's going to have a whole lot of market or a whole lot of impact on the price of the boxes. What it is going to have a massive impact of is there's going to be a significant amount of supply that is available. Now, that supply may be available at $222.15 at Paldea Evolved or $259.16 at Surging Sparks. I don't think that'll be the case. I think it'll come down a little bit. But what it's going to do is it's going to allow you to accumulate in size, in scale, at that price point. So right now, if you went into Paldea Evolved, for example, and we'll click on this real quick. If you wanted to buy 10 cases, for example, and there's a good number listed here. If you wanted to buy 10 cases, so 60 boxes, I mean, you're starting at 223, and you're probably buying, you'll still be okay, 227. But some of these are so thinly traded, quite honestly, and some of these are probably pre-sales if you want. But if you want to buy 100 boxes, you're going from 225 up to 240, or 250. So you're effectively moving the market price of this in the event that you want to accumulate in size. Once this reprint hits, there will be hundreds of boxes available at about the same price point. Now, I can't tell you if the price point is going to be 10% cheaper, 20%, 30% lower than where it's at today, or the same price, but you'll be able to accumulate at that price. And I think that's interesting because I don't think we're going to see another opportunity like this probably until November, December. Yeah, I do expect them to reprint if the market stays where it's at. SV 2, 3, and 4, maybe even SV1 going into the holiday season before everything rotates out. Just one little last gasp because, they should do it as a competent business. And I know the investor bros don't like that. I'm agnostic. Again, I'm a reseller. But they should. So again, I look at this as an opportunity to accumulate product in large if you want to sit on the product, because the amount of product on the market, most likely, when all of this ships, is never going to be higher than what it's going to be right now. So, we saw with the Twilight Masquerade, Pokemon Center ETBs, they shipped 20,000 or so of them out, and there was a flood of them on the market, and they went down to like 75, $80. Now they're up at 180, 175. They're probably fairly priced around 140 to 150 right now, to be quite honest with you, because the promo was a little weak. But that being said, I did receive my first order on Friday. Was only for Twilight. Most of the distributors don't know what they're going to do with the other sets quite yet. But I do have confirmed orders for Obsidian Flames. Now, not with Southern. Southern, for whatever reason, either didn't get much of it or they didn't get any of it. I don't know if they got their order in late or what happened there, quite honestly. But Southern is the one large distributor who will deal with online accounts, ribbon shippers, etc. There's some smaller distributors that will do the same, but others require a brick and mortar location and a lease, etc. Now that's loosened up in the last couple of years to some extent, but again, Southern, yeah, in my best guesstimation, the folks that have put out videos saying that Obsidian Flames isn't getting reprinted is because Southern is most likely not getting much, if any, of it. Doesn't mean it's not reprinted, just means that you can't get it from Southern. So anyway, guys, not saying that in a disparaging way. Just want to make sure that everybody has complete and accurate information in the market, because again, everybody has their own little pocket of one distro, two distro, three. And again, not saying this in a negative light, but the broad universe countrywide of Pokemon, it varies by distro, it varies by geography, by warehouse, it varies based on how many customers are in the market. The Southeast market's vastly different than the Northeast, or the Southwest market's vastly different than the Northeast market. So that being said, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and we'll talk later.